Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be touching on a subject that I know a lot of you are interested in, and I'm going to share my journey just through health and fitness, everything I've been through and how I got to where I am today. So I have literally been into fitness and been active since, I'd say fitness, just been active since I was about 3. At school I was in the football team, rugby team, netball team, swimming team, running team, every single team there was, bar the chess team. And yeah, that carried on through high school. In high school, as well as that, I was going to dance school. And in high school, I kind of cut down and I was just doing dance and running. And when I got to 13, I decided that dance was the career that I wanted to pursue. So I was attending 3 dance schools that specialised in 3 different kind of dance, and I would dance like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, I was mega active. And when I was 16, I got into professional dance college, and yeah, like it was the best thing ever because I'd dance from like 9 in the morning till 5 at night. And yeah, I loved it. I was mega confident. I was like that friend who was naked, like always naked, like where's Vic? Oh, she's over there with the boobs out. That was me. So yeah, I got through like first year. I always give everything 110%. I was a perfectionist, which is a good thing in some ways and a bad thing in others. And then yeah, when I went through into second year, I was still kind of the same, but then I started to become more aware about what people were saying about like body image and how they thought things about their own body, and hear phrases like, I want to be so thin that I can't pinch an inch, and I want to have a thigh gap, I want to have an 8-pack, not a 6-pack, I want to have an 8-pack. And we would literally be dancing from 9 till 5, and then in like the half-hour break we might have in that day, it would be sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, like every kind of sit up, like legs open, legs crossed, like I've not even seen these variations, I'll never do them again. But yeah, so yeah, and then towards the end of second year, the teachers were like, right guys, third year is your big year. You've got your auditions, you need to look amazing because your body is your CV. So I was like, right, I'm gonna come back in third year and I'm gonna look amazing. I'm gonna be the best, I'm gonna have the best body, I'm gonna have a 6-pack. So yeah, I joined the gym through the holidays of the second year, and I started to run like a 10k every day, and then I'd do loads of sit-ups, and I don't know how I did that because I couldn't do it now, but that's what I do, and I do that every single day. And I started to eat just a little bit healthier, but I was still like going out with friends and drunk, like living my life as an 18-year-old. And so over that summer, which is like 8 weeks, I lost a stone, and I went back to college, and my teachers were like, right Vic, I can tell you've lost weight, you look amazing, don't lose anymore, you just look great the way that you are. So I was like, okay, like it's amazing that people have noticed. Like that kind of triggered something in my head that was like, oh, well if I look amazing now, I can look even better. So I was dancing from like 9 to 5, and then I'd go to the gym afterwards and I'd do my 10k and my sit-ups. And I started to notice that I was getting thinner and thinner, and then I started to weigh myself. And I'd weigh myself like once every 2 weeks, and then I started to weigh myself once every week. So we got to a point where my teachers were pulling me out of classes, and my friends were pulling me to the side and saying like, Vic, is everything okay? And I was like, yes, like, will everyone just leave me alone? And I guess people started to notice around me before I noticed myself that something was wrong. And there was just this one day, and I was like on my way to college, and I just started to have like a panic attack, and I was crying my eyes out, and I was shaking, and all I could think in my head was like how my teachers painfully look at me when they used to watch me so beautifully dance, and how everyone at college is talking about me, and how I just was so isolated. And I drove back home, my mum took me to the doctors, and they basically made me fill out a form to make sure I wasn't depressed. And basically just said, listen, it sounds like you've got an eating disorder, but you're not like anorexic yet, so we're just going to leave you for a couple of weeks, come back in a few weeks and we'll see how you are. So, and still in my head I had this mission that I needed to still lose weight because I still wasn't good enough, and I'd by this time lost control, and I went back to college and I could not remember, I could not pick up a dance. Usually I'd be able to watch someone dance and then just do it right back to them, and I just couldn't pick up anything. I was teeny tiny. I was probably at this stage about 48 kilos, which for me is small. And my teachers pulled me to the side and they was like, Vic, we know it's going to kill you, but we're going to have to pull you out of college. You cannot do the Christmas show. We just can't. It's so unhealthy for you to be doing all of this exercising. And like them telling me that was literally like my life crashing before my eyes. Like secretly exercise at home, and my food was getting lesser and lesser and lesser, and I was getting iller and iller and iller. And I went on a cruise with my family, and everyone was like pointing at me. I could hear people talking about me, and it was horrible. But I was still just like, what? Like, I just don't understand why everyone's giving me all of this beef. And there was just this one day, which I think is the day that I kind of decided that I needed to turn my life around. And as funny as it sounds, there was a chocolate buffet on the cruise, and my mum was like, Vic, please will you just come? You don't have to eat anything, or just eat one thing, I'll be really happy. So I did. I went to a chocolate buffet with her, and I got some strawberries in dark chocolate, and I ate that. And it kind of triggered something which made me want to eat something else and eat something else and eat something else. So I just grabbed loads and I had it all in a serviette, and I took it all upstairs, and I ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. And I was eating that much, I couldn't even taste it anymore, but I literally couldn't stop, and I was so full, but I could not stop eating. And I ate myself sick, so I was being sick, and then I was kind of blacking out, and then I was hysterically crying, and I rang my dad, and my dad come to my room, and I guess for the whole time my parents had stayed quite strong in front of my face, and this one day, like, my dad just saw me in this state, and he just kind of like broke down, and if you know me, you know that my dad is my world. And yeah, it was horrible. And then I noticed like how upset my mum was, and it was my mum's 50th. It should have been a celebration, and I was just like ruining everything. And I guess like that day I just thought, what am I doing with my life? Like, I am not me anymore. Like, where is that confident girl gone? And yeah, it was that day that I decided I need to do something about this. So I started, when I got back from the holiday, I started cooperating with my therapist. I started to gain weight, like, slowly. I got to like a healthy weight. I started with a personal trainer, and he literally changed my life around. He taught me how to eat properly, how to train properly. With him I started weightlifting. I was feeling really strong, I was feeling like so good, and I gradually built up my weight with him. And then when I was like at a healthy weight, I was like, right, what he has done with me is amazing, and that's what I want to do with other people. Like, I completely took a detox. I decided that dance was not the profession that I wanted to be in, and personal training was. So I became a personal trainer, and I guess I kind of lost focus of myself, and I stopped being so into my training, and I was still eating healthy, but I was still a bit like lost with my food. So I was like, right, I need a focus to keep me on track with my training. So I decided to do bikini competing, and I ended up competing for 8 months. I did my first comp, which was like the Northwest, and I won that, and that took me through to the British finals. But then I also did another comp in between, and it was like the first 12 weeks was amazing. I was really focused with my nutrition, loved my training. I literally went for everything, and I was seeing results like every single day. My body was changing, and that like in itself was incredible. But then as I went on to do another comp, like I started to feel like feeble, and like I was losing lots of weight and lots of muscle. And then as it was going on to my third comp, I was literally hating it. I was hating myself. I was like thinking, why am I doing this? Like, I can't wait to be curvy again. I can't wait to put some weight on. From that time of my life, I learned that how dedicated, committed and driven I was, and how far I could push my body. But then I also ended up getting like alopecia areata, as it called, where your hair falls out, and I lost my periods. I basically felt like I had an undercover eating disorder again, and so when I finished my last comp I was like, right, that's it. So that was about a year ago now, and over this past year I have literally grown so much, both mentally and physically, and just in every aspect of my life has got 10 times better than it ever has been before. And that is mainly down to me realising that fitness should be a part of my life, but it shouldn't take over my life. Like, there is nothing normal about obsessing about food, about weighing out your food, and about not eating something or going hours without eating something because it doesn't fit with your food plan. I eat really healthy through the week, and I prep my food because it makes sense when I'm out of the house. But at the weekend I can go out and I can enjoy meals with my family, and I have my biscuits, but I also have my asparagus too. And then with my training, I still train. I love training. I love the buzz that you get out of it. But if I'm ill or if I'm really tired, I will let myself sleep. I will let myself have days off. I don't force myself to go to the gym anymore. I am in like such a good place. Like, I genuinely love my body. I have fat. I've got rolls in my stomach when I sit down. I've got cellulite. I've got back under here. I've got fat, but I'm not fat. But yeah, it has taken a lot for me to grow and to feel this way about myself. And it has taken a lot of kind of like personal development techniques. It's taken a lot of me surrounding myself with people who make me feel good and who make me feel like I add value to their lives. But yeah, that's the place where I'm at the moment, and this is a place where I want to stay the rest of my life because, like, I love my life. I feel healthy, I'm fit, I'm happy, I don't obsess. I feel hot, naked again. So yes, thank you for listening to my very passionate ending there. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I hope to God that this video has somewhere helped inspire or change the mind or change the way you think about like your body and your lifestyle, and I hope you have learned some valuable things from my journey. So yeah, I will be doing a part 2 of this video, which is going to be more Q&A, and it's more to do with how I recovered from anorexia, how I like built up my food, how I built up my training, how I coped with finishing bikini competing. So if you have any questions about that, please leave them below. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give it a like if you like it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.